Welcome back to CBS News. I'm Lana Zach, and we are following some breaking news. FBI Director Christopher Wray will resign from his post at the end of the current administration. Wray will leave the Bureau in advance of President-elect Trump's inauguration next month. He made the announcement during a town hall with FBI employees today. Wray has come under fire by Trump and his supporters over allegations of politically motivated investigations, including the FBI's raid of Trump's Mar-a-Lago home. I want to bring in now CBS News Homeland Security and Justice reporter Nicole Sganga. Nicole, what more are we learning about Director Wray's decision?
Yeah, well, I've been speaking with sources who were inside of that town hall meeting who tell me that it was standing room only, absolutely packed with hundreds of agents there, and that following his remarks, the FBI director, Christopher Wray, made his rounds around the room, shaking hands, sharing stories, that during the remarks there were some smiles and laughter. There was also a somber tone at times and some sadness. You know, in some ways, Lana, we have been holding our breath for this announcement since President-elect Trump announced his intention to appoint Kash Patel as FBI director. Of course, the Senate will have to confirm him. Wray's resignation now coming 7 years into his 10-year term. This is a tenure that, as we spoke about earlier, is meant to span several administrations to avoid the politicization of the FBI. Announcing his plans at a town hall, directly to the FBI workforce, an attempt by the FBI director to exit perhaps more gracefully than his predecessor, FBI Director James Comey, who was notoriously fired, a decision by then-President Trump in 2017, May of 2017, that took him by surprise. So this perhaps a way of Wray, resigning his post or announcing his intention to resign his post on his own terms, Lana.
Yeah, and in Comey's case, being fired while he was speaking before FBI employees and not hearing about it from the president himself, but rather hearing about it from news reports. But when it comes to Christopher Wray and trying to avoid all of that, it's worth pointing out that he was appointed to succeed Comey by President-elect Donald Trump during his last term in office. And then he continued being FBI director during the entirety of Biden's term in office. So give our viewers a bit more context about his tenure as a director of the FBI and some of the challenges that he faced in the position.
Yeah, I mean, over the past 7 years, Lana, Wray has really oversaw one of the more tumultuous and consequential tenures as director of the FBI. High-profile criminal investigations, heated congressional inquiries, of course, two assassination attempts against, then-candidate and former President Donald Trump. He defended the FBI against relentless criticisms and even threats following the FBI's, search warrant at Mar-a-Lago in August of 2022 as part of the investigation into Trump's use of classified documents. Wray has really overseen engagement in a wide array of national security issues, terrorism, escalating cyber attacks, threats from our geopolitical adversaries like China, Iran, Russia, domestic violent extremism here in the United States. He oversees 35,000 employees, a budget of more than $10 billion, 10 billion with a B. But of course, it was the scrutiny of Mr. Trump during the ongoing investigations and prosecutions that really soured that relationship between Christopher Wray and the president-elect. And again, President Trump, in some ways, giving Wray here the dignity of a heads up, perhaps, in his plans to appoint Kash Patel, who, of course, still has to be confirmed by the Senate, but also a way for, the president-elect, as his transition team has stated over and over again, to be ready on day one.
I'm not sure if most job candidates would feel like that was particularly dignified, the announcement of their replacement in a public way.
I mean,
but
fair enough.
But for Christopher Wray, when he was announcing his decision to step aside after President-elect Trump announced that he planned to put Kash Patel in his job, said it was not an easy decision to choose to resign. And he said, quote, "This is the best way to avoid dragging the Bureau deeper into the fray while reinforcing the values and principles that are so important to how we do our work." So, Nicole, I'm wondering, what this means for the future of the agency then.
Yeah, and he had a message to the workforce of the FBI. You know, he went on to say, Lana, that, quote, when you look at where the threats are headed, it's clear that the importance of our work keeping Americans safe and upholding the Constitution will not change. And what absolutely must not change is our commitment to doing the right thing the right way every time. Those remarks given moments ago at that FBI town hall. So clearly trying to bolster, the morale, the confidence of an agency that perhaps feels a bit trepidatious right now about what a second term under, President-elect Trump will look like. If Kash Patel is, confirmed, which is still a very big if. He is considered to be one of the more controversial picks among leadership, perhaps trying to offer some strength, some encouragement to the workforce. As I mentioned earlier, those 35,000 employees under him. And we were told that in addition to this room being completely packed, there were thousands of FBI personnel, including folks from every single field office, who were tuning in, listening to a live stream that went out live.
And it is not clear if he is, in fact, confirmed by the Senate how Kash Patel would serve and the direction he would take. One thing he has articulated is that he would like to shut down the FBI and turn it into a museum of the deep state. Okay, Nicole Sganga, thank you.
Thank you.